Hello and welcome to Tunic, the land of Tunic. I don't know why it's called Tunic yet. I've not figured that out. I guess that's one of the game's many mysteries. And I'm joined by Ben Gammon. How's it going, Ben?
Hello, I'm good. Are you right?
I'm good. Yeah, I mean, I'm playing as a fox. I'm hacking up some trees. What more could you really want out of life?
No, right. So soothing.
That's just stress management right here, just chopping everything down. This is Tunic, which is a kind of popular game that's come out recently, a little bit of an indie darling, shall we say. Been in development for quite a long time, and you play as a fox, and I have a sword, but not much else, and I'm about to be chased by lots of these things. Okay, Dave. Okay, just one at a time. I can probably handle one at a time. Essentially, I mean, I guess it's kind of Zelda-esque in a way. Like you're kind of exploring, doing dungeons, solving puzzles, some of which are basic, some of which are maybe a little bit more complicated. And I guess what's really interesting, and this is something that it has in common with other games recently as well, is the game doesn't really want to hold your hand at all. It's not interested in telling you what to do, or really, giving you any kind of like tutorial or anything. You've played this, right? So what's your take on it so far? How are you liking it?
I really like it. The bits that you have to learn yourself and the bits that it doesn't give you from the start are really frustrating, and I really had to fight the urge to not just look it up online.
Yeah.
But it is satisfying when you do uncover something. And I had a moment the other day where I learnt something, and then I was like, "Oh my God, have I been able to do this the entire time?" All of these various like things, landmarks that I passed in the game, I potentially could have interacted with right from the start had I known how. So it is a cool mechanic, but it can be frustrating at times.
Yeah, and I guess the game's kind of built around those like aha moments where you realize something and then you're like, oh man, like I feel clever now, but also dumb for having not noticed sooner. I don't really know where I'm going. This is quite near the beginning of the game. There might be some spoilers. We can't really help that. It's just kind of the nature of the game that it is. So if you're really keen, you might just want to go and play it yourself. But I've got a sword and I'm slashing up these dudes, which is
Yeah. So not knowing how far you like, you're so used to being able to like, you start a game and you're in a starting area and you can't leave until you've got a sword or something like that. This isn't how this game works. It's like you can go wherever you want, like so long as you can cross a bridge or nothing's blocking your way. And there were moments when I started playing this game where I was like, should I even be here right now? Because I was at a certain place where I couldn't get back, and I was like, have I just like found the one route that I can't get back from and I need to start again?
Yeah, you just kind of screwed yourself.
Yeah.
So there is a manual, which is, I mean, this is part of the mystique, I guess, is that you have an instruction booklet, but as you can see, it's not entirely in English. So I've got multiple pages of the manual so far, but not as many as I imagine you probably have because you're a bit further than I am. And you can see how it's kind of helpful and then also kind of infuriating. So I know, for example, that I've rung the east bell, and I guess I need to go and try and ring the west bell. So what I'm thinking I need to do is get west, which is kind of down, I guess, like down here somewhere. So I'm trying to figure out how to get in that direction. But so far, I'm not sure where to go.
I think we should chat more about the manual stuff because
Yeah.
it's gorgeous. Like that manual style you just don't see like anymore. Like that's like a throwback to like the manuals you'd get in like game cases, right? It's so nice.
Yeah, you never see stuff like that anymore. Oh, can I get down here?
And I love the fact as well that the some of the pages have like pencil scribbles on them and stuff like that. Like the devs have left you like little hints,
little clues.
You still have to work out what they mean, but it's It's just a nice touch, I think.
Yeah, it does. It feels like you've rented a game, and it's like it's a Japanese game or something, and you don't understand the manual, but it is there. You also get with items, like I've just got this. I have no idea what it is, but I'm sure I'll find out at some point. Should we? I don't know. Should I use an item right now? I don't know what any of these items do, and you might do. But there's no way to really tell until you kind of suck it and see with a few of these things.
I will admit that there have been times when I've been in a battle and I've been like, I've got all these items. Let's see what they do, and they don't do anything in a battle.
There's something here. Oh, this guy's gonna fight me. Yeah, have some of that. So you've got like a roll, which is pretty handy and maybe familiar to those of you who have played things like Dark Souls before. It's got a bit of that about it. Okay, this looks like a good direction. I've definitely not been here before. Can I go in here? Okay, I need a key.
So your energy bar, which is the green one, you can, like, as you get stronger, the energy bar and the health bar will grow. But there are some really interesting fights that you have later on where you really have to be careful, like how much you roll and how much you like swing your sword, because you'll be fighting like 3 or 4 enemies at the same time, and you need to get out of a sticky situation, or you try and roll away and you can't because you haven't got the energy for it.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely in some sort of dark cave now.
I thought this was a boss when I first
yeah.
this. I was like, I am not ready for this.
Yeah. But I can buy what looks like some sort of candy dynamite or some sort of potion. I've got enough for it, so I guess I'll buy it.
Always.
That looks like a health potion to me. That's my assumption, is what that's going to be. Controller's vibrating a lot. Thank you, weird giant skeleton shop person. I guess, I mean, it's a debate that I guess has been reignited by the release of Elden Ring, of like, is some people, some kind of quest designers and game designers out there have maybe been a bit critical of games like this, and essentially saying that they're bad UX, but obviously they're hugely popular, so there's obviously, it's almost like there's a market for bad UX. Is that maybe a bit of a reaction to games becoming a little bit too hand-holdy over the last few years? Is it something that you think is actually good UX in a way? It's like it's actually really meticulously designed, or do you think this game could benefit from a much more thorough tutorial?
No, I think it's good that there's a lack of hand-holding. Like if you play a lot of hand-holdy games and then you play this, you'll feel lost because you're basically used to everything being handed to you on a plate. But there's definitely something satisfying about learning all of it yourself. And this sort of approach can be far more rewarding than a more like linear game where it's just like go here, now go here.
So we just found another page of the manual. You get a moment of safety while you're rolling, which is handy.
That's really cool as well, because like you read about that and then you actually have to put it into practice and actually learn the timing of when to use it in combat.
Yes.
And there's an example there of like dev notes that I think if you press A you can zoom in. And I still don't know what this means.
We'll find out, I guess. But yeah, no, so I'm guessing you can fully translate this stuff over time if you want to.
Yeah.
It's good to know that my assumption about this thing is that it is some kind of bomb. It looks like what I bought in the shop is some kind of magic potion. Has the word checkpoint in it. Let's go up here.
In terms of progression, I think so. I'm probably a couple of hours ahead of where you are. and I still don't really know how long this game is supposed to be.
Yeah.
One thing I find myself doing in this game is like what you're doing now is like wall checking. So
Yeah.
there are so many hidden things, aren't there? And I just find myself skirting around the edges of everything.
Yeah, just in case. I'm definitely doing that. I got a flower. What does a flower do? I don't know. Oops, I've just mapped my sword to. Let's try a bomb. I've never tried a bomb before in my life. Let's throw our first bomb if we can figure out how to.
How hard can it be, right?
How hard can it be? This game is available on Game Pass, by the way. That's where I've been playing it. Hey! Oh, that was awesome. Oh no. Okay, the bombs are harder than I thought. Let's just run away from this guy. Oh, so many bad guys.
For bad to worse.
Oh no. Oh, I'm definitely going to get trapped here, aren't I?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna have to fight back. Oh, he's got a shield, that's why. So there's definitely like timing involved, like you were saying about the. Can't do anything with that. Go back and open this treasure chest. Yeah, I think it's a really fascinating little game, and obviously it's. Is this a hat?
Who knows? Can't remember. Does the manual tell you what that one is?
I don't think it did actually. Oh, effigy. Yeah. Is that like a distraction tactic?
I genuinely can't remember.
Oh, not this thing again. Ah! Okay. Okay, this is not going well.
So I realised you didn't take any damage then, Adam. Is there something you need to tell me?
Yes, there is.
But it's also an interesting option, right?
Yes, so in the options, and I have turned this on, in the accessibility section, you might like this. There is a no-fail mode, which means that you still have to figure out the timing of how to defeat people, but you don't get absolutely destroyed by things. In fact, you are invincible. So, you've caught me, Ben. I am a pathetic, pathetic gamer.
I only thought it fair to call you out there because that particular section where that thing pops out of the ground kicked my ass like so many times. And I was like, here we go. Adam's going to die.
Run past it again.
But it's a useful option for, like, say, those who just want to explore the map and just, enjoy the aesthetic and the story.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm enjoying exploring, and I like the fact that I'm not dying as much or at all. You can kind of toggle it back and forth based on how you're currently feeling, so that's quite a nice thing to do. No. So here's a great example where I would definitely have been dead if I didn't have that mode turned on.
Just love the art style for this. Like there's like a mix of like low detail. So like the water looks very kind of like plastic and shiny.
Yeah.
But like when you go into a cave and there's water, there's a lot of like water reflection on the walls and ceiling. So it's like the water itself is very low detail, but the reflections are all very high detail, and it's a really nice blend.
Yeah, it's a very, very beautiful game. Well, thanks for joining me, Ben. And yeah, this is Tunic. You can play it right now if you would like. Hopefully you'll be better at it than I am. And yeah, give it a try. See what you think. Thanks for joining me, Ben.
Thanks for having me.
and we'll see you on a future video. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.